My daughter's murder.
You are old, and that's okay. Send this to someone who is old. The definition of old is someone who's lived a long time, who is You are old.
Hello, Zarbra. How is it?
Wow, the game designer behind this.
3 trending.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, dude.
Each tower.
Oops. Sorry.
Secret apps, they don't.
Trap, turn off the auto-tune. Let's hear how you really rap. Ha send us.
New construction op.
On the first day of the Lunar New Year, the owner of a noodle shop erased the numbers on the price board and lowered the price instead of raising it. He changed the price from $8 to $5. The store was packed with customers on Chinese New Year's Day, but there was one table that was always reserved for a woman. The boss's wife couldn't help but laugh at her husband's anticipation. She smiled and joked without feeling jealous. It all started a few years ago, on the first day of the Lunar New Year. The couple had been busy all day and finally sent off the last customer and were about to close the restaurant for a good rest. But there was a knock at the door. The owner looked up and saw a woman with two boys standing there with a timid face full of constraints. She cautiously asked if she could buy a bowl of hot noodles. Though tired, the kind owner did not want to spoil their fun, so he warmly welcomed them in. He asked gently if they would like to add a few dishes for New Year's Eve. Hearing this, the mother was a bit embarrassed and said that a bowl of hot noodles would be fine. The owner was a bit surprised. She went back to the kitchen and complained to her husband that the three of them had ordered a bowl of noodles and soup, and that they really knew how to live. The boss hurriedly interrupted her. He looked at the three of them as if he understood something. When his wife wasn't looking, he secretly added half a ball of noodles and fried an egg on top. Looking at the steaming noodles, the two brothers were salivating. Before their mother could say anything, they picked up their chopsticks and gobbled it up. Mom was watching them gently, reminding them not to get their clothes dirty. Meanwhile, the owner was watching them from the kitchen. The children were wearing new sportswear, while the women had only a tattered cotton jacket, shivering in the cold. The oldest son saw something strange about his mother and tried to warm her up with a bite of noodles. But the mother shook her head decisively and told the classic lie. Go ahead, eat, I'm not hungry. On the first day of the Lunar New Year, the owner...
Good night to nobody except.
Whoa, these guys are developing.
Here are my top 3 viral videos to cure boredom.
The talented chef extended his index finger. He dipped his finger into the broth on the tomahawk pork chop. The flavor of
Look at this little prison.
You feel it. You're changing, alright. I hope you're satisfied. But if you ain't, don't blame me. You can blame my friend on the other side. Now what you want? And you feel it. You're changing, all.
The old man feeds the rooster the only corn he has left in his house. The rooster decided to repay the old man's kindness. He took a big step towards the mound. He wanted to deliver the valuable diamond to the old man, but the greedy king was just passing by. He was attracted by the light of the diamond. He said that whatever he dug up belonged to him. The rooster would not tolerate his bad temper. He said the king was shameless. The king was furious. He asked the guards to cooperate with him to snatch the diamonds. He got careless and fell into the carriage and left. The old man was saddened, but the rooster promised to get the diamonds. At that moment, the king returned to his castle. After making sure no one was around, he opened the lid of the treasure chest and pulled out a small black bag. Inside were the diamonds he had just stolen. You can't say the king was greedy. A chest full of jewelry is not enough. While the king was enjoying his wealth outside the palace, There was an angry shout. The king is a thief. The king was furious. He locked the chest and went out the window. It turned out to be the same big rooster that had caused the trouble. The king ordered the guards to catch the villain. The rooster ran around the well and eventually fell into the hands of the other side. Then the king started to speak again. He told the guards to throw the rooster to the bottom of the well as a punishment for lying to the public. But the rooster began to read a spell. Let all the water from the well go into my stomach. And then a miraculous thing happened. The water level dropped as fast as the eye could see. In no time, the bottom of the well was revealed. At midnight, the rooster finally climbed out. He flew to the king's window and shouted that the king was a thief. The king was awakened with a start. The guards caught the bastard. The rooster ran and squirted. As he ran and sprayed, in a moment of carelessness, he fell into the hands of the guards. This time the king ordered him to be thrown into the oven. As the door closed, a strange incantation came from inside the furnace again. Come out of my belly. Well, water. Extinguish the flames. And then the furnace burst into flames. The door opened automatically under great pressure. The rooster was blackened and shivered furiously. It was only then that it shook off the gray smoke.